Good day to everyone. History examines past events, providing insights into human experiences, cultural heritage, and lessons for the future. It fosters critical thinking, empathy, and a broader understanding of different viewpoints. Ultimately, history steers us towards a more enlightened and compassionate world. The presidency of Ferdinand Marcos and the imposition of martial law in the Philippines remains topics of debate. Supporters credit Marcos with economic progress, while critics highlight human rights abuses and stifling of opposition. To gain a comprehensive understanding, it is important to approach the subject with an open mind, considering diverse perspectives and sources. Reflecting on this period allows us to learn from history and works towards a just and inclusive future. Views on Ferdinand Marcos' presidency in the Philippines are highly polarized. Some people view him as a successful leader due to his long term in office, economic advancements, and strong leadership. However, others criticize him for allegations of corruption, authoritarianism, and human rights violations during the period of martial law. Evaluating his presidency necessitates considering both positive and negative aspects, while acknowledging that perspectives differ. Ferdinand Marcos ruled as a dictator under martial law from 1972 to 1981, promoting constitutional authoritarianism, decentralized power, leading to curtailed civil liberties and political suppression. Assessing the outcomes reveals economic progress and stability alongside human rights violations and the erosion of democracy. Marcos was a corrupt and brutal president, projecting a heroic image while facing accusations of corruption and human rights abuses. The enduring impact of his rule emphasizes the importance of holding leaders accountable. Ferdinand Marcos implemented martial law in 1972, concentrating power and suppressing civil liberties in the Philippines. This led to human rights violations and political oppression, with dissolved Congress, enforced curfews, and controlled media. The repercussions of this era are still discussed, and justice-seeking initiatives persist. Infrastructure expenditure during Marcos' regime grew, but it came with a significant increase in national debt. From 1977 to 1982, the country's debt soared from $8.2 billion to $24.4 billion, contradicting claims of prosperity and highlighting the substantial financial burden. Under Marcos' martial law, the media faced a shutdown, with journalists and opposition figures detained and stringent regulations imposed, including the need for authorization for the Department of Public Information for media outlets. These measures significantly curtailed press freedom and allowed the government to exert control over public narratives. Under Marcos' rule, a presidential decree was implemented to criminalize activities and printed materials that undermined the government's integrity. This decree imposed strict censorship, curtailing freedom of expression and suppressing dissent. Under Marcos' regime, a significant number of people in the Philippines endured severe human rights abuses. According to Amnesty International, between 1972 and 1981, approximately 70,000 individuals were imprisoned, 34,000 were subjected to torture, and 3,240 lost their lives. The methods of torture were brutal, involving physical violence, burning, suffocation, and sexual assault. These widespread violations reflect the regime's determination to suppress opposition and maintain control through fear and brutality. The existence of innocent prisoners during Marcos' regime remains a contentious topic, with conflicting accounts and differing perspectives. In a 2018 blog, former Senator Juan Ponce Enrile refuted claims of innocent detainees and invited challengers to provide names of those unjustly imprisoned. However, this debate underscores the complexity of understanding the events that unfolded during Marcos' presidency, necessitating critical examination and open discussions. Prominent politicians and members of the media, including Senators Ninoy Aquino, Jose Diokno, Lorenzo Taada, Jovito Salonga, and former Senate President Aquilino Nene Pimentel Jr., were among those detained during Marcos' regime. While some perceive this period as one of the discipline and order, others see it as a time of authoritarianism and human rights violations. A comprehensive understanding of this era requires acknowledging the differing perspectives and experiences that shape its historical significance. Marcos' administration oversaw the completion of numerous infrastructure projects that still benefit the Philippines today. These include the Cultural Center of the Philippines, Philippine Kidney Center, Philippine Heart Center, Folkstar Center, Lung Center, San Juanico Bridge, NLEX, SLEX, and the Manila Light Rail Transit System. These projects have had a lasting impact on transportation, healthcare, culture, and connectivity in the country. In 1983, the Philippines became the world's second-largest producer of geothermal power, demonstrating their successful utilization of geothermal resources for renewable energy generation. Max Sangil observed that the enforcement of a curfew during Marcos' presidency resulted in a decline in criminal activity. Additionally, Sangil noted that government agencies like the Bureau of Customs and the Bureau of Internal Revenue exhibited reduced corruption, with employees bringing their own lunches instead of dining at upscale establishments like the Manila Hotel. These observations suggest efforts to improve security and address corruption issues during Marcos' regime. History goes beyond memorizing dates and facts, providing a profound understanding of the world and ourselves. It equips us to navigate change and make the informed choices as responsible citizens. While beliefs may vary, the truth will always emerge, much like the undeniable presence of the sun and moon. That is all for today. Thank you for listening.